I think this is the year. If they don't make the finals, or if they don't, you know what, they made the conference final last year. So if they don't make the finals this year, we're looking at splitting up Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. Now, if you're talking about potential, both of the Joel Embiid is he has the potential to go down as a historically great center. There's not many people like him. I think he's truly one of the most unguardable players in the NBA due to his size, his girth, his skill, the fact that he can get anybody in foul trouble, and the only person that can actually guard him in the Eastern Conference is Al Horford, who is on his own team. So the only thing that's battling right at the moment is himself and injuries. But in terms of Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons' 3 career highs has come with Joel Embiid not being there. Joel Embiid can get his money against anyone. It doesn't matter who. Just feeding the ball in the post and he's going to do the business. But the problem is when it comes down to the last periods of possession, especially in the playoffs, you're gonna want everyone to play to their strengths. Now the problem is offensively, Ben's can't. No, can't. And that's one of the problems. Ben won't shoot. He won't shoot threes. He won't shoot mid range. He's either at the rim laying up or he's dunking or oops. But if you're a guard, you have to have more than that to your game. Now, I'm not one of them fans that just want their guards to be jacking up shots everywhere and saying that. And I do expect Ben to as well. But what I do expect is Ben to make himself a threat from outside, to be respected. Because what happens is you're crowding the paint and Joel Embiid is going to have to keep coming away from... He doesn't shoot well. He shoots 33% from 3. So he doesn't shoot well from the 3-point line. But he has to come away from the basket just to accommodate Ben Simmons. And even when he does that, Ben Simmons doesn't deliver the goods in that occasion. He's not going to go and get you 30 and it down on the block. You want Joel Embiid to be doing that. So I do believe that it won't be long until they get split. It won't be long because we're looking at a team and it's getting a bit stagnant. It's getting stagnant. You're looking at who did have Jimmy Butler last year, and they were, to be fair, they were a couple bounces away from making the finals, and the travel which Kawhi did and he didn't call. Maybe I can incorporate it somewhere here. Actually, no, yeah. So they were a couple bounces away from it, but I think this is the year. If they don't make the finals, or if they don't, you know what, they made the conference final last year. So if they don't make the finals this year, we're looking at splitting up Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. Now the problem is, who do you split up? Ben Simmons obviously has a higher potential, and you look at someone like the Greek Freak, and when you build a team around an individual like a Ben Simmons, a tall guy that can handle the ball, that can get to the rim at will, you can see the results. The difference between Giannis and Ben is Giannis every season has improved his game. What happened last season? Toronto built the wall with Siakam, Gasol, and Gasol, Siakam. What's the other name? Ibaka. They built the wall and said, no, you're not getting into the paint. You're gonna have to start taking mid ranges and 3-pointers. He wasn't too great at that. Now what he's done, he's developed his 3-point range to a point that I think in December he'll shoot 40-something%. We're looking at someone that's developed every single season. Ben Simmons, on the other hand, coming into the draft, he didn't shoot, and that was the knock against it. Everyone knew his potential. If he can shoot, he's got everything. But he hasn't. Now I don't know what you do. Do you trade Ben Simmons for a guy like D'Angelo Russell, who can get his shot from outside? He's a great passer of the ball. But does he have the upside of Ben? No. So maybe at the pick, do you get someone like a Drew Holiday, and I don't understand why New Orleans would want to do that really and truly, because they also have the same problem. They won't have many shooters and whatnot. But a trade needs to happen. I don't imagine Joel Embiid going anywhere. Joel Embiid, if he plays 60, 70 games a season, he's an all-star. He's also he's going to give you 25 and 10, 25, 27 and 12 on a nightly occasion. There's some nights you think, what, oh my days, is this Hakeem Olajuwon? You just think, oh my days, this guy can do it all. I think there was a stat where I can't remember what it was, but the only two people that done it was Wilt and Hakeem. So whatever stat that it is, and it's only you, Hakeem and Wilt, you're doing something right. But I don't know, it remains to be seen. I'll throw it out to you guys. I'll throw it out to you guys. Who should be traded between the two of them? Who do you think so? Should it be Joel Embiid? Should it be Ben Simmons? Ben Simmons been in the league, what, 4 years now? Hasn't got a shot, hasn't developed. Joel Embiid has got his own injury problems. Maybe with a dietitian, he can sort them out. Who knows? Do make sure we know. In fact, going back to this real quick before we move on. Look at Ben Simmons and Brandon Ingram. There is an argument that Brandon Ingram might be better. Alright, so what? Alright, let me get this right before I do go. Ben Simmons is a great player, absolutely amazing player. I feel like he's got Greek freak capabilities. He just doesn't have the team built around him the same way. I feel like he can do similar things. He's absolutely great defender. He'd probably be on first team all defense this year, or second team, definitely. But his inability to shoot has let him down a lot. But Brandon Ingram has quite comfortably made the team around it this season. Maybe that's due to Zion's injury. Maybe that's due to it being a contract year for him. Going into the draft, we didn't know who we were going to take first or second between Ben and Brandon Ingram. Ben was seen as the next coming of LeBron. Brandon Ingram was seen as the next coming of KD. Even KD came out and said with his own 2 words, and I quote, of talking on Brandon Ingram, he's the first player that I've looked at and said, wow, that's me. Now, we're talking about this if Kevin Durant is saying that. Now, we're looking at what he's doing now. He's averaging, 25.9 points. It's just 26 points this season. I think it's at 6 and 6, whatever it says. I can't even bring it up. But you're looking at the steps that he's made and you think, wow, has he got potential to be better than him? Because we already know he's not at his best at the moment. Right now, he's not at his best. Brandon Ingram's 26, 25, 6 and 4. He's not at his best. He's only, 23, 24 years old. He's got a lot of potential. He can score with the best of them. Does he have the potential to be better? It's right now. Is he better than Ben? I wouldn't say no, but if we're talking about trajectory, he's hitting his form at the moment. He's really hitting. He's coming into his own. I think Tiny Dog knows who he is now. He knows what he can do. That mid range, get into the bucket at will. He handles the ball, and the best thing about it, won't be a problem with Zion when Zion comes back. Why? Because Zion is mainly for hoops, transition plays, great defense, can post up. But he's a tall guard. He's a tall guy. He's a tall guard. He can get down. He can finish over a lot of people. Right now he's made the development that he wanted to see out of Andrew Wiggins. He's made them kind of things. And shout out to him. Ben, we want to see the exact same from you. We all think you've got the potential to do it. It's just about showing it at the moment. But yeah. People are always talking about Luka Doncic. As great as Luka Doncic is, and we rant and rave about him, let's wait until we see in the playoffs. Now, mark my words, I'm the biggest Luka Doncic fan out there. No one can even question it. I'm one of the biggest. I like the way he plays. I like the way he has and arrogance to his game. He knows he's good. He's going to hit you with that step back. But he don't play defense, and he hasn't done it in the playoffs. Now, if we're going to be honest with each other, we praise Luka Doncic, but criticize Harden for doing pretty much the exact same thing. I know they're the same age, vastly different in age, and that's what makes Luka Doncic's stats look more appealing. But he doesn't play defense also. And what we've been seeing from James Harden over the last couple of years has been historic. And he's finished the MVP voting in the last 5 years, I think it's 4 times in the top 3. So people are going to say, "Oh, it's Mike Tony offense." No, not many people can do it, and we have to give players their flowers whilst they're still here. James Harden right now, he's probably underrated. I can even go far as to say James Harden is underrated because you've put a lot of people in the Mike D'Antoni system. They're not getting 40. He's averaging nearly 40 points. Do you know what 40 points is? Now, it's the step back. He's not efficient. I'm not gonna. He shoots sometimes. I think the other day it was like 11 for 38, and I think, how the hell would you go 11 for 38? That's awful. You look up and he's got like 40. He's got to the line X amount of times. You think, oh yeah, there we go. Okay, but 2 things can be true. If you're gonna praise Doncic, you have to praise Harden. That's just how it goes. You can't pick and choose when you want to see a guard do step backs, not do it in the play. Hasn't done it in the playoffs yet. To be fair, Luka hasn't done it in the playoffs yet. But what I will say is the time's coming. The playoffs is coming up soon. Hopefully, KP is back and fully rested. We'll see where we go from there. We will see. But make sure you do like and subscribe. It's your host with the most, Michael, also known as Michael. We out.